Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Very bullish here on Twitter. Crazy similarities between XRP price action right now and exactly 1 year ago. Guys, what he's talking about is this fractal pattern here. Before we saw that inter-year high in April of 2021. So you guys remember that. You were probably in the space at that time. XRP did hit that high of about $1.96, give or take. And we are seeing a similar formation here. So here's what he's looking at. This fractal pattern over here. If I take that fractal pattern and superimpose it on where we are today, we are seeing a similar move, a sharp move up, followed by a bit of a double bounce, reaccumulation, and then pop to the upside. So that's interesting. It's also interesting to note that when you take a look at this, when you line it up, and I mean, you know, you can line it up as best as you can, but even the levels up here, you can see really pinpoint the top. If I were to take the wick, if I punch in there, you guys can see that wick. And right down here, you can see, if I punch in real close, you can see the bottom, that tail down here. So it looks as though those levels, when taking a look at that fractal from back in March 2021, all the way up to here, April 2021, it looks like those levels are fairly accurate. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you guys, if I zoom out here on the chart, and just drag it over here, bringing a Fibonacci from the top of the last XRP bull run all the way to the trough of the bear market. You can see right up here, and I'm just going to squish this down a little bit. Look at where that hits, guys. That hits the 0.702 level on the Fibonacci, which would bring us right to $2.37. So this is also perhaps a signal that when we do reach this point here on the chart, here, let's just label it up there, $2.37 roughly, that this is where we could see some major resistance, move down, perhaps find support down here, move in this zone here before we finally punch up to those all-time high targets that we're ultimately waiting for XRP. Right up here, that would be the $10 to $15 level. If we did reach the 4.236 here on the chart, that would bring us to about $13.73. Something that the other day, Dark Defender says, his targets still focus on that $13 price level for XRP. I'm going to keep moving, guys. Stefan Hubert brought this up. Isn't it fantastic that with XRP, we all know how much the founders hold? How much Ethereum do Joseph Lubin, Consensus, or Anthony DeLorio hold, and how much have they sold so far? Oh, we don't know. I wonder how they became billionaires. This just bringing up this point here that with regards to XRP, we know how many exist. We know how much Ripple has in escrow. And we've also been keeping tabs on how much XRP one of the co-founders of Ripple, Jed McCalebs, has on his balance books. So this is just the latest article data shared by a website dedicated to tracking down Jed McCalebs XRP Balance, shows that the Ripple co-founder and chief financial technology officer has less than 1 billion XRP left in his wallet. So Jed's still holding about 821.7 million XRP, a website created by some researchers in the XRP community to watch Jed McCalebs XRP Balance melt, shows that the co-founder of the fintech behemoth Ripple has about 821.7 million XRP left. And you guys can see that just demonstrating the remaining amount, the balance obviously going down, and how much has been released from his account over time. So to Stefan Hubert's point here, the transparency always been available from Ripple to see where the XRP is going, to see where it is being held, and to see what it is being used for. So wanted to thank him just for pointing that out. We got a lot of news today. This coming from T-Hole Bedict XRP. Ripple customer Currency Cloud partners with Lemonade Finance, connecting them to Ripple customer Flutterwave, voted as an example of the XRP ledger. I don't know what that means necessarily, but here's the tweet from Currency Cloud. We're pleased to announce that our recent partnership with Lemonade Finance to offer immigrants and businesses a more streamlined experience when sending money home to Africa. And here's the article just stating that, a statement here from Currency Cloud's website. Lemonade Finance has partnered with Currency Cloud, the experts simplified business in a multi-currency world, to offer immigrants and businesses a more streamlined experience, as I mentioned, by partnering with Currency Cloud and providing businesses and customers with multi-currency wallets. Lemonade Finance can make sending money home much easier for Africans living in North America and Europe. Now Lemonade's customers can not only hold multiple currencies, but also settle to Lemonade Finance, who then make onward payments to local African-based partners like Flutterwave. So it's interesting because this is another example of where we are seeing multiple Ripple-enabled companies partner with each other. Of course, we know Flutterwave is a big one in Africa, and also Currency Cloud, another Ripple-enabled partner, who is the one partnering with Lemonade Finance. Here is a quote. Lemonade Finance is proud to partner with Currency Cloud to continue continue delivering services that remain vital for Africans abroad. In an increasingly connected world, holding multiple currencies and being able to send and receive money from home are top priorities for more than 38,000 African immigrants who use our app to send money to their loved ones. With this partnership, Africans abroad need never again hold ups sending money home to loved ones or fail to pass on payments for necessities like school fees. So, in the past, of course, sending money has been very, very expensive. And when you're paying upwards of 10 to 15% on that transaction fee, you can see where the money gets eaten up, especially by, for these people who don't necessarily make a whole lot of money. They may have to forego things like school fees, as mentioned in this article here. Well, now, with a cheaper solution, something Ripple enabled, we know that at the back end, it only costs fractions of pennies to send these payments. And so companies like Currency Cloud and now through Lemonade Finance, they're going to be able to democratize payments, make it so affordable that basically anyone can do it. So great news there. Wanted to thank BITRUE XRP for posting that. Also, this guy's from Michael at Val5 Links. This has to do with B2B payments and Ripple-enabled company Neum. Crypto as a service emerges as viable option in fintech. Digital payments become more popular across the B2B landscape. So, financial firms bringing inside perspective to crypto as a service. Banks and financial services firms want to offer the ability to buy, sell, and trade digital assets before their customers go elsewhere to get them. But merchants want to offer customers the ability to pay with their Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrencies. They may also want to use Paxos's stablecoin, which is the USDP. That is why Neum, who is Ripple-enabled, a global payments and card issuance firm, can save money in 45 countries and make disbursements in 190, 85 of them in real time, has created a new crypto as a service solution that lets clients integrate and embed cryptocurrency services via application programming interfaces. So that specifically has to do with Ripple-enabled company Neum. And you guys can see here, 85 of the countries of the 190 are in real time. Makes me wonder if there is a Ripple XRP connection there. 53% of check-based firms put digital payments on the fast track. So here's the other thing, right? When the competition sees that their competitors are using instant payments, they're realizing they have to jump on board. So now we are seeing 53% of businesses that use checks have been making and receiving fewer check payments since prioritizing payment digitization. Among firms that use cash, 87% are doing so less often. Buyers and suppliers have been limited by legacy software and systems that don't offer interoperability their businesses and partners increasingly demand, often resulting in delayed B2B payments, errors, fraud, a lack of payment data, cash flow challenges, and other problems that can prevent companies from delivering the type of instantaneous financial transactions that are fast becoming able stakes in nearly every vertical. So they are realizing very, very quickly that the old system is not going to suffice. They need to move on to something new, and now they are seeing this in large numbers. Paying with checks, that is a legacy solution, and in this digital world, we are increasingly becoming more and more digital, and so these instant payments obviously becoming more and more ubiquitous. So we are seeing these companies like Neum, a Ripple-enabled company, at the forefront offering innovative solutions for their clients. In this instance, they're talking about the card issuance, crypto as a service, and I think this is just going to become more and more popular as we move forward. So wanted to thank Michael for posting that. Also saw this guy's big Ripple partner news. This has to do with QNB Bank demonstrating their RippleNet product at Smart City Doha this week, making the rounds in Qatari papers. So guys, this is all over the Middle East, and this is an article. QNB unveils new payment services at Smart City Expo. QNB Group, the official bank sponsor of the Smart City Expo in Doha 2022, has unveiled its latest digital banking product and services at the bank's pavilion during the two-day event organized by the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, or MCIT. QNB Group unveiled new innovative payment solutions as part of its payment ecosystem and strategy for cross-border payments with none other than Ripple. We heard that news a few months ago, and now they are showcasing it. Being the first to market through RippleNet, QNB enhances cross-border payments and expands its remittance services across multiple countries in quick succession. The partnership delivers near real-time payments to provide a unique and differentiated experience for QNB's customers. QNB initially launched Ripple's global financial network technology, RippleNet, with QNB Finance Bank in Turkey as part of a group rollout, with plans to expand to other key remittance corridors to other large countries in the near future. So that was the other piece of news that I mentioned a few weeks ago. I think it was a few weeks ago now. Boy, I'm losing track of time here. So many partnerships, so many payment solutions, and I feel like we're even seeing, with this example specifically, QNB Bank, I think we've heard 2 or 3 different updates with this specific Ripple partner over the last, let's say, month. So a lot is happening, and now they are showcasing this at this specific Smart City Expo. This article just goes on and explains how it works and how successful it has become. Over here, just a quote: "We are extremely delighted to announce and introduce our innovative payment capabilities in a growing digital market with increasing adoption of advanced payment technologies such as Ripple's cross-border fund transfer technology and QR Pay." So we're seeing it, a success in the Middle East through QNB Bank. So just wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And, this one is an older piece of news, but I do not think that I covered this on my channel. Another one from the Wrath of Kahneman, bringing this up. Did you guys know that you can actually rent a private jet using XRP? So, for those of you high rollers, this is what you can get, and the website is fastprivatejet.com. Private jet charter flights. Why charter a fast private jet? Well, Fast Private Jet is a private jet charter company that creates and organizes your journey on a private jet, as well as all related services. Our mission is to create and manage travel experiences for our clientele, offering them extraordinary flights on board of private jets. Our team is made up of certified experts who have turned their passion for aviation logistics into their job and have over 15 years of experience in this dynamic and exciting world that is business aviation. Our customer care service boasts an international team, as each agent has a specific geographic area of expertise. We operate all over the world and have offices in Europe and in the United States. The team gathers various experiences from aviation, technology, and the luxury goods sector. So an interesting website. I didn't take the time to go over the entire website, but if you guys look at, I forget where it was now, services, sales and acquisition, I forget where it was. I think eFast gift cards. Where was it? Private jet? No, I don't know. Anyway, it was the payment options. Right. Okay. It was down here. We accept Visa, Bitcoin, and then Apple Pay. So a bunch of different payment solutions, but note how they do accept cryptocurrencies. Apparently XRP is on that list. We don't see an XRP logo here, but you can pay via crypto.com if you wish. Paynode, PayPal, BitPay, TransferWise, which is a Ripple-enabled company, so on and so forth. So an interesting, new and innovative way to travel if you have the funds, might want to utilize your XRP to hire a private jet. I mean, maybe when it gets to $13. I don't know if I'll be doing that right now. Also wanted to bring this up, guys, from the US, Tom Emmer. Okay, and this was just from yesterday, very critical of central bank digital currencies. He posted this in a Twitter thread. Any central bank digital currency that is not open, permissionless, and private, like cash, is simply a surveillance tool. So it sounds as though the politicians are catching on. I am proud to have Ted Cruz lead the Senate companion of my CBDC legislation. And so Tom Emmer just going on, posting this, retweeting out a tweet that he tweeted back in January of 2022. Today, I introduced a bill prohibiting the Fed from issuing a central bank digital currency directly to individuals. And here is why it matters. And so if you guys want to read this, it is linked in the description. And all his earlier tweets also retweeted in this tweet thread will be linked in the description of this video. The United States should never seek to compete with China in developing the best surveillance state. Thank you, Ted Cruz, for joining me in this fight. So Ted Cruz has also jumped on board here. I saw this from the Cryptic Poet. More with regards to Ted Cruz, just introduced legislation to prohibit the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency. So Ted Cruz, member of the Senate Commerce Committee today, introduced legislation to prohibit the Federal Reserve from issuing a CBDC, and that would be a CBDC directly to individuals. Specifically, the legislation prohibits the Federal Reserve from developing a direct-to-consumer CBDC, which could be used as a financial surveillance tool by the federal government, similar to what is currently happening in China. The bill aims to maintain the dollar's dominance without competing with the private sector. As other countries like China develop CBDCs and omit the benefits and protections of cash, it is more important than ever to ensure the United States' digital currency policy protects financial privacy, maintains the dollar's dominance, and cultivates innovation. CBDCs that fail to adhere to these 3 basic principles should enable an entity like the Federal Reserve to mobilize itself into a retail bank, collect personally identifiable information on users, and track their transactions indefinitely. It is important to note that the Fed does not and should not have the authority to offer retail bank accounts. So this is the crux of the argument. These government officials are realizing the dangers of this and realizing that the US population, could be put under more control by the government if this plan comes to pass. And so, I'm just happy to see lawmakers step out against this kind of thing. I believe it was also Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, also mentioned something along the lines of, how he's pro-cryptocurrency. And then in the same statement, I think he was talking about Bitcoin. In the same statement, he also said something along the lines of, and by the way, those CBDCs, in order for me to get behind them, they'd have to be, essentially what Tom Emmer and Ted Cruz are saying here, non-programmable. We can't let government have that much control. So, I have a feeling the jig is up, or soon to be up. It is important to note that the Fed does not and should not have the authority to offer retail bank accounts. Unlike digitized digital currencies like Bitcoin, CBDCs are issued and backed by the government entity and transact on a centralized permissioned blockchain. Not only would the CBDC model centralize Americans' financial information, leaving it vulnerable to attack, it could be used as a direct surveillance tool into the private transactions of Americans. So that is the big thing, privacy. We are losing more and more privacy day after day. When we sign up for social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, they garner our information, and it was kind of innocent at the beginning. But as the years have been going on, we have to be paying more and more attention to this. So could the brakes be put on CBDCs in the United States of America, or at least in this capacity, a programmable CBDC that would not allow American citizens certain privileges? It's going to be interesting to see how all this comes to pass. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.